Devastating oil price rises will be affecting you right now. Yes, oil prices are rising again, and whenever that happens, the same fear spreads absolutely everywhere. Fuel prices go up, food prices go up, energy bills go up, and suddenly people start saying, here we go again, another inflation wave. But here's the truth. The real financial danger right now is not oil prices. It's how people react to the headlines. Every time the world gets uncertain, people make worse financial decisions, not better ones. And I see it constantly in the financial markets. And here's the context about why oil matters. Because oil isn't just petrol for your car. It's transport, it's manufacturing, all the goods that you have. It is food production, it's heating, it's electricity. So when oil prices jump, those costs spread through the entire economy. And that's what people immediately start worrying about and think it's inflation coming back. But this is where most people get something very, very wrong. When big global headlines appear, people usually fall into one of two different traps, and both of them can quietly damage your personal finances. So trap one is panic. People start imagining the worst. They assume inflation is about to explode again. They assume the economy is about to utterly collapse. And they assume that they need to do something immediately. And panic rarely leads to smart financial decisions. The second trap is trying to outsmart everything. People suddenly start changing their investment pattern, moving money around, trying to predict what oil is going to do next, trying to guess what central banks will do, trying to trade different headlines as well. And this is where people are often getting themselves into trouble and into a proper little muddle, because uncertainty creates volatility, and volatility attracts emotional behavior. Now, in trading, in over 12 years worth of experience, we see this happen all the time, not just with oil. And when markets become uncertain, people abandon their strategy. Thankfully, my mentees have made over 4% growth on their entire money pot this month alone, sticking to our usual oil strategy. The inexperienced the inexperienced investors, the inexperienced with their money, the uneducated with their money, chase sudden moves in the market. They react to every single headline. They jump in, then they jump out, then they panic, then they jump back in and they jump back out again. And the ultimate result of that is inconsistent decisions. But the same psychology shows up in your personal finances as well. And the real problem that most people have, and the people who struggle the most during inflation spikes, are usually the people who were already financially stretched before any of this stuff happened. So if somebody is already living paycheck to paycheck, relying on debt to get through, spending everything that they earn, even though they don't need to, then any economic shock can feel like a disaster. But for the people who have built financial resilience, financial skills, financial knowledge, these moments are uncomfortable, but they are manageable. So what does real preparation look like? Preparing for uncertainty doesn't actually look dramatic. In fact, it's pretty boring as a process. So what does it look like? It looks like, surprise, surprise, no shocking headline here, spending less than you earn, avoiding unnecessary debt, building a financial buffer, and not making emotional financial decisions. None of that makes exciting headlines, but it's what actually protects people when the economy becomes unpredictable. Now, here's the reality that I want you to be aware of. Economic shocks will always happen. Oil prices will rise and then they'll fall again. Inflation will come and it will go. Markets will swing between fear and optimism. But the people who usually do the best financially are not the ones who react the fastest. They are the ones who stay structured while everybody else gets emotional, aka stick to the flipping strategy. So would you pay attention to rising oil prices? Should you pay attention to rising oil prices? Yes, you probably should, but don't confuse awareness with panic, because the biggest financial mistakes people make happen when they react emotionally to uncertainty. And the people who stay calm, usually make the best decisions. So if you want to understand how markets actually behave during global shocks, both in good times and in bad times as well, and how disciplined traders who know what they're doing approach volatility, then make sure you subscribe to this channel, because the biggest financial advantage you can have is understanding what everybody else is reacting to and sticking to a tried and tested system rather than being reactive. See you in another video.